What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lyman Football, and today's video I'm going to be giving you guys the top 9 tips on players brand new to football. Okay, now tip number 1, which you need to understand, it gets better. It really does. When I played with one team for 9 years, I moved over to another team for high school as well, and I didn't even enjoy that the first week or 2 weeks, whatever it was. I didn't even enjoy that, and I already played for 9 years at that point. So you're not the only one feeling that. It's just the start of the season, trying to get everyone into it on the same page. So you just need to stick it out and understand it will get better. Okay, now tip number 2 is about taking care of your body. The first couple weeks, you feel terrible after. You're sore everywhere, it's hard to run, everything hurts. So my tips for that is either get in a hot tub, do some stretching, go out for a run or something just to help break up the lactic acid, or do some yoga. Whatever it is, loosen up your body so that way you feel better when you get on the field for, say, next week. It is really hard when they're trying to teach you all this brand new information and all you can focus on is the aches and pains that you have. Okay, now number 3 is develop a routine. Say you have after school practices like most people, or at least most teams I know do. It's really hard to get in the swing of things when you're going to bed at different times every night, you're eating at different times a night, you're doing different stuff after practice every night. So get in the habit of developing a good routine that works for you of when to go to bed, when to wake up, when to eat right after practice, when you know you'll have the energy to get some studying done, all that kind of stuff. So the quicker you can develop a good routine that works for you, the quicker you'll be able to get in the swing of things, and it'll help you out a lot in the long run. Okay, now number 4 is do not complain about where they put you. Every new kid that comes to a football team either wants to be a receiver, a running back, or a quarterback. That's always how it works. Every new kid wants to be one of those 3 positions because they think they get all the glory. They want to go there. And then a lot of them get pissed when they don't get put at those positions. Now you have to understand it's not because they don't like you, it's just because of your size and where they know they'll need you. If they already have a ton of good wide receivers that are returning, that already click really well together, they already know they have a starting quarterback, they already have a running back, they'd rather find a different position for you where they know you'll probably get some playing time and get a little more experience, rather than a position where you might think be happy at a receiver, but you're getting no reps and it's pointless and you know you're not going to play it all anyways. So even though you might not enjoy it the first couple practices when you're trying to learn these positions you've never even heard of, stick it out because the coaches know what is best for you. Okay, so tip number 5 is don't have your parents complaining for you. Don't come back to your parents complaining about where they put you or what is happening, and then your parents go complaining. It has been super frustrating in the past when you find out that some kid's parent intervenes in practices and makes switches just because they don't want their kid at a certain position. Bottom line, they put their kid on that team. They need to trust that team to make the right decision for their kid. They can sit and watch practice, cheer, do all they want, but don't intervene with what's happening on the field. Like literally, one time a player got my head coach suspended for not starting their kid. It's a really soft spot for me. Do not have your parents intervene. If you think you're injured and they're making you play through an injury, then you can maybe have your parents talk, but otherwise, don't have them complaining. Okay, tip number 6 is only buy the essentials. The reality is you're starting to play football, you don't know if you'll be playing it for more than 1 season, 2 seasons, who really knows, right? Unless you've absolutely fallen in love with it and you think you'll be there for a long time. But it's your first season, you know you don't need to have all this gear. Stick to the essentials. You'll need a pair of cleats, again, because you don't really know your position, you haven't been playing long enough. Go into Sport Check, Dick's Sporting Goods, whatever, and basically try and get a good all-purpose cleat. You don't want to be going with something super high on you or something super low where it might not work at all positions. So stick to a good mid cleat that you can wear anywhere as they kind of throw you around and try and find a spot that fits you. Now for apparel and that kind of stuff, don't go out and buy sleeves and all this other kind of stuff that you know you won't really need when it comes to weather. Stick to the basics. You have so much more to learn right now than how to dress cool. So stick to a long sleeve, a short sleeve. You don't even need leggings. A lot of kids wear leggings now, but they're not an essential. Stick to the stuff that you know you will need for your weather to keep yourself comfortable. If you're not used to playing in the cold, you want to get yourself some good cold weather gear. That way you're not focusing on the cold and you're focusing on learning. Okay, now this goes nicely into the next tip, which is don't overdo the swag. Now, when I was a veteran on certain teams, when we saw new kids coming out in visors and sleeves and seriously wearing like 3 armbands for their first practice, we really have no respect for you because you haven't learned the game at all and you're already trying to overdo your swag so much that it just players lose respect for you when you go that far. So you're a brand new player, just stick to the game, stick to the basics. You don't need anything flashy. Just focus on learning. Okay, now the next is a good attitude and max effort. If you're mad that you're not getting playing time or whatever's happening there, all you can do is come with a positive attitude to learn more at every practice and give all the effort you have. And usually when they see that, you usually get rewarded for getting more reps the more effort you put in. So put in that effort, give a good attitude. Okay, the last tip, which is really big. Most of this other stuff is how you should do on the field, but the next is off the field. The quickest way to start learning football is watching football. And being we're in North America, there's football constantly. So there's tons of opportunities for you to watch football. You can even go on the NFL's channel now and watch a whole bunch of old football games. The quicker you can learn the rules from watching the game and seeing how other people at your position work, the quicker you can pick up other stuff and start to work on your fundamentals and technique and get better. So there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode today. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to share it so you can show all other teammates how to get better the fastest way. And of course, always like the video. If you like these t-shirts, wait till the end of the video. If you want to contact me, wait till the end of the video. And as always, thanks.